Hey guys, it's Harpy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Hustle Cat. So when we left off, Avery had just gotten into the cafe and we're about to meet the boss for our interview, I guess. But we just made a fool of ourselves with our coffee, so let's not do that again, okay? Okay. Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just gonna ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. Are we going with all anime archetypes like in one cafe? Is that how this is gonna work? This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Hello. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Judgy much? Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. He does not look like that. He looks awesome. Okay? Don't judge! Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen... His eyes. They're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? Just look at his face! My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Eh? He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, don't you read that in high school? Yes, and it was one of my favorite stories ever! So good! Well, yeah, but Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. You're weird, Avery. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got at least some good taste hidden in there. Rude. Would I need to know that to get a job here? I just gave away the answer, so let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes a sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I want one. I'm hungry. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know it yet. Is Hayes a cat? Is everybody here a cat? I think they're cats. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and Raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. God, you're so judgmental! Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. You know what? I draw the line. No. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Aw, he's adorable! Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. Will you stop it? He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Aww. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup toward me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the foam. Aww, it's so cute! I wouldn't want to drink it because it's so cute. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Kitty! Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty! Love me! Love me! Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Oh, Maine Coon. Yep. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? I speak the language of dance. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Butterfly is not a marine animal. Dolphins, because they like to talk. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? My work ethic? Classically hardworking? On a scale of 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 7.5. Draculas or teenage wolves? What? Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with this terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you. You start tomorrow. Wow, great, thank you. Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. I got an achievement! Close that Greg's list tab. Thanks, Steam. Bye. Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you. Oh yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and pen. He places them in front of me. So what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X in the line. What's it all for, and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares? I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So, I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh! Oh, congratulations! You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes. Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long for you to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great, see you. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Date night. What? This is cute. Tools. Oh, he's cute. What's your secret? You can tell me. You can trust me. Always, always, they said no way, no way. You just have to see that it's make believe. But I won't go until I know. Was it magic that I love you? Why did that get rusty? Now I'm concerned. I got lost and didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that it was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia is really pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand out toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. Like... My cat just looked at me like, I will eat your face. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food from Mochi from the corner store, too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I won't lie, that's rude, but I talk to my cat like that because he's what? If I suddenly yelp, it's because he's on the prowl right now and he might attack my foot. I have good news. Ah! You stop it. Jerk. I have good news. No answer indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asked how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the cane into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh! It looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. Aww! I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of this evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Meow! I relate! It's so early. What's his problem? Meow! I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Aw, hell. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since that one watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work, and my first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I can run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out the door frame and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but also a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good, you decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Is that a vampire joke? Now that the star is here, we can start the show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss. That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Oh, he's so shy. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? My cat is going crazy behind me. I'm sorry. Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I like her hair. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candids, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves! I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. All right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond impressed. One is a smart mouth guy, Reese, and the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Oh, that's a woman! Oh, hey. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes a hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I don't like you already! I could have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats, obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seated along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops, almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. A what? IKEA? From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is it like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind, don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. What's Blast Zone? I don't know if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game. I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life-or-death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it's also romantic. Romantic, like love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime, if you prove yourself worthy. Alright guys, we're going to cut this episode here, and I'll pick it up in the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye!